Welcome to Understand the Math. In this video, I'm going to teach you all about how to solve linear equations. We'll start by learning what a linear equation looks like, and then I'll walk you through 4 easy-to-follow steps on how to solve any linear equation. And then we'll walk through these 4 examples so that you'll know how to solve linear equations written in these different forms. Let's start by learning what a linear equation is. A linear equation in one variable is just an equation that can be written in this form: a times x plus b is equal to 0. The constants in the equation are a and b, and a can't be equal to 0. And then the variable in the equation is equal to x. I've outlined 4 steps that we can follow to solve any type of linear equation. I'm not going to go over these steps right now, but we'll go through them as we solve each of our different examples. Let's solve our first example. Our first step is to write the original equation. Our original equation is 3x minus 9 is equal to 6. Whenever you write the equation, make sure to glance back up or glance back in your book and make sure that you've copied down the equation correctly. The second step is to simplify the original equation if needed. Sometimes equations will have parentheses or fractions or decimals in them, and you'll need to simplify them. This equation, however, is a real basic equation, and it doesn't have any of that, so let's just write down not needed. We don't need to simplify anything. Now let's go on and go to our third step. Our third step tells us to put all the x terms on one side and all the constant terms on the other side. I think it's easiest if we put the x terms on the left and the constants on the right. So let's do that. We're going to take our equation, 3x minus 9, and we're going to add the constant to the right-hand side. So we're going to have to add 9 to the left, and then we're going to add 9 to the right. When you're solving an equation, whatever you do to the left-hand side, you have to do to the right-hand side. Now let's go ahead and simplify. This gives us 3x is equal to 6 plus 9, which is 15. Now we can go on to the fourth step, and our fourth step says that we're just going to solve for x. To solve for x, we're going to take 3x and we're going to divide it by 3. So we're also going to have to take the right-hand side of our equation and divide that by 3. This is going to give us x on the left and then 5 on the right, and that's our solution. Math has a lot of nice built-in checks to it, and when you solve a linear equation, you can check your work by going back to the original equation and plugging in your answer. Let me show you how to do that. Right up here, we can go back and check our work. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our x is 5 and we're going to plug it in to the left-hand side, and then we're going to see what we get. On the left-hand side, we have 15 minus 9. The right-hand side, we have 6. 15 minus 9 is 6. So our left-hand side agrees with our right-hand side. Let's now look at another example. We're going to solve the example 6x is equal to 2 times x minus 3. A little bit more complicated than our last example. The first thing we're going to do is write the original equation. This is 6x is equal to 2 times x minus 3. The second step is to simplify the equation, and this one can be simplified. Notice on the right-hand side right here, we have parentheses. So what we want to do is we want to distribute the 2 to both of those terms. On the left, we just have 6x, and then distributing the 2 on the right, we have 2x minus 2 times 3, which gives us a minus 6. Now we can go on to our third step. Because our equation just has x's and constants in it, and no more parentheses. For step 3, we need to put the x's on one side and the constants on the other. So notice that we have an x on our right-hand side, and I want to pull that to the left-hand side. So we're going to take 2x and we're going to subtract it from both sides. On the left, then, we have 6x minus 2x. And on the right, we have 2x minus 6 minus 2x. Notice that whatever we did on the left, we did on the right. Now we just have to simplify. 6x minus 2x is 4x. And on the right-hand side, our 2x's cancel, and we just have minus 6. Now we can go on to our fourth step, and we can solve for x. To solve the equation, we're going to have to divide both sides of the equation by 4. So let's write down 4x divided by 4. And then we're also going to have to divide by 4 on the right-hand side. The 4's cancel, so we end up with x is equal to minus 6 divided by 4. Now we can actually simplify that because notice 2 goes into both 6 and 4. So we'll divide both 6 and 4 by 2, and we end up with a solution x is equal to minus 3 divided by 2. Now let's go up and make sure this answer is correct. We're going to go back up to step 1, and for x, we're going to plug in minus 3/2, and we're going to do that on both sides of the equation. So we have a 2, we have a minus 3/2, minus 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so we have a 3 times minus 3. And then if we distribute the 2, we'll end up with a minus 3 because the 2's will cancel, and then 2 times 3 is minus 6. So on the left, we have a minus 9, and on the right, we also have a minus 9, so it works, and we know that we got the correct answer. Let's now look at another example. This example is a lot more complicated because it has fractions in it. I wrote over here a reminder for when you do these types of problems. Whenever you have a problem that has fractions in it, what you're going to have to do is multiply by the least common denominator. And we'll go through that as we walk through this example. Let's start with our first step, is where we're going to write down the equation. So we have 3x minus 1, all divided by 5, plus 4 is equal to 12 minus x, all divided by 2. Our next step is to simplify the equation if needed. We definitely need to simplify it. Notice in this equation that we have a 5 in the denominator on the left, and we have a 2 in the denominator on the right. What we want to do is we want to get rid of those fractions. So we're going to multiply by a number that both 5 and 2 go into. So we're going to take 5 and we're going to multiply it by 2, and we get 10. So that means we can get rid of our fractions if we multiply both sides of our equation by 10. So let's go ahead and let's do that. We're going to have 3x minus 1 divided by 5. That term gets multiplied by 10. And then we have 4. That gets multiplied by 10. And then our right-hand side, 12 minus x divided by 2, also gets multiplied by 10. Now let's simplify each of these expressions. Notice that our 5 can go into our 10 2 times. So this just gives us 3x minus 1 times 2. And then 4 times 10 is 40. And then on our right-hand side, notice that 2 goes into 10 5 times. So our right-hand side, we just have 12 minus x times 5. Now we still have to simplify some more. We're going to distribute our constants. On the left-hand side, we're going to multiply both of the terms by 2. So we have a 6x minus 2 plus 40. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to multiply both terms by 5. So let's just do this. 12 times 5 is going to be 60. So we have 60 minus 5x. Now we can still simplify a little bit more. The left-hand side, we have two constants that we can add together. So let's do that. So we have 6x plus 38 on the left and 60 minus 5x on the right. Now our problem is simplified because we just have constants and x's on both sides. Now let's go on to our step 3. Our step 3 says we're going to put all the x's on one side and all the constants on the right-hand side. Let's do this one at a time. I think that'll be easier. Let's put our x's on the left first. So our left-hand side is 6x plus 38, and we're going to get rid of the 5x on the right, so we're going to have to add 5x. And then on the right, we have 60 minus 5x plus 5x. We'll go ahead and simplify. This is 11x plus 38 on the left, and on the right, we have 60. Now we can go ahead and put all of our constants on our right. So we're going to take our left-hand side, 11x plus 38, and we're going to subtract 38. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right, and we're going to subtract 38. Let's go over here and let's take 60 and subtract 38. This becomes a 5. We carry a 1, so we have 2, 2. And that's going to be 22. On the left, the 38s are going to cancel, so we just have 11x. And on the right, we just found that 60 minus 38 is 22. Now we can go on to step 4, and we're going to solve for x. We're going to take 11x, and we're going to divide that by 11, and then our right-hand side, we're also going to have to divide by 11. This is going to give us x on the left, and 22 divided by 11 is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 is our answer. We should definitely go up and check this because there was a lot of ways that we could have made a mistake. Let's go back up to the top and see if we can check this. There's not a lot of room here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. There we go. And now we can go ahead and do our check. We're going to plug in x is equal to 2. So we have 3 times 2 minus 1, all divided by 5, plus 4 is equal to 12 minus 2 over 2. Now we're going to see if the left-hand side equals the right-hand side. On the left, we're going to have 6 minus 1 over 5 plus 4. And on the right, we're going to get a 10 over 2. On the left, 6 minus 1 is 5, so we have 5 divided by 5 plus 4. 10 divided by 2 on the right is 5. On the left, we have 1 plus 4 is equal to 5, and then let's squish it in down here. We have 5 is equal to 5, and we know that we've done the problem correctly. Hang with me. We just have one more problem, and it has decimals in it. Let's now walk through this example. This is an example of a linear equation that has decimals in it. Whenever you have a linear equation that has decimals in it, the easiest way to solve it is to eliminate the decimals. And I'll show you exactly how to do this. Let's walk through our steps. Our first step is to write down the equation. So we have 1.1x minus 2.5 is equal to 0.3 times x minus 3. Our second step is to simplify the original equation. Notice that we have decimals in it and we have parentheses. Let's start by getting rid of our decimals. Notice that each of our decimals are written in terms of tenths. That means that there's just one number to the right. Let me highlight that so I can show you what I mean. There's a number here and there's a number here. So there's just one number to the right of the decimal point. So that means we can eliminate the decimals if we multiply by 10. So let me write this down. We're going to multiply by 10. If there were two numbers to the right of the decimal sign, you would multiply by 100. Let's write down that we're going to multiply by 10. So we have 1.1x minus 2.5, and we're going to multiply that by 10. And on the right-hand side, we're also going to multiply by 10. Now we're going to distribute. We're going to take 1.1 times 10, and that's going to give us 11 times x, and then 2.5 times 10 is 25, so that's minus 25. And on the right, let's go ahead and multiply the 0.3 times 10. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. So we have 3 times x minus 3. Now, we can do some more simplification because notice that we have parentheses on our right-hand side. So we need to distribute that 3. On the left, we have the same thing, 11x minus 25. And on the right, we'll distribute the 3, and we have a 3x minus 9. Now, everything is in terms of just x's and constants, so we can move on to our third step, where we're going to put all the x's on the left and the constants on the right. Let's start by putting the x's on the left. So we're going to take our 3x and we're going to move it to the left. So we have 11x minus 25, and we're going to have to subtract 3x. And then on our right-hand side, we're also going to subtract 3x, and then the 3x will go away on the right. Let's do some simplification. 11x minus 3x is 8x minus 25. And then on the right-hand side, we have just minus 9. Now let's move the constant to the right-hand side. So we're going to add 25 to both sides. This gives us 8x minus 25 plus 25 is equal to minus 9 plus 25. The 25's cancel, so on the left we have 8x. On the right, we have 25 minus 9, which is equal to 16. Now we'll go to our last step, and we're going to solve for x. We're going to take 8x on the left, and we're going to divide it by 8, and then we're going to also divide by 8 on our right. And that's going to give us the answer that x is equal to 2. Before we get done, let's make sure that answer is correct. Let me just draw an arrow here. We're going to take this equation and we're going to check it. So we're going to have 1.1 times 2 minus 2.5 is equal to 0.3 times 2 minus 3. Working on the left, we have 2.2 minus 2.5. And working on the right, we have 0.3 times minus 1. 2.2 minus 2.5 is minus 0.3. And on the right, when we multiply by negative 1, we also get a minus 0.3. So we'll put a check there, and we know that our answer, x is equal to 2, is the correct answer. I hope you now feel more confident in solving linear equations. It just takes practice, so I would suggest that you use what you've learned here in this video and do a lot of practice problems on your own. You can do this. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.